Aloha one more time, Rich Kinney. I support this resolution. There are strong possibilities that people who hold Kuleana lands also hold allodial title to those lands. Allodial title means no complete fee simple ownership of those lands coming from Hawaiian Kingdom law. No interference, laws, policies of any government on these lands. In my research, the passage of the Great Mahele, the passage of setting aside the Crown lands, the passage of giving allodial title to the Hawaiians on these lands were based on the theory that, again, if there was an overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom government, what would happen to the Hawaiians and what would happen to these lands? For instance, imagine if there was no Great Mahele, there was no Crown lands, there was no allodial title, and after the overthrow of the lawful government of the Hawaiian Kingdom, all lands was held by Queen Lydia Kalani. And when she went to court during the territorial days, and the Supreme Court ruled that she did not own these lands. In other words, that all these lands would be in complete ownership of the United States of America. So I do support this tax exemption, completely tax exemption, all people who hold Kuleana lands.
Any questions?
Okay. One is, I just want to make clear that although they say that there is no federal control, in there it says prepare and submit a management plan for the heritage area to the Secretary, which is the Secretary of Interior. That's an indirect, which is actually a very costly way in which it's a federalization of the AHUPUA'A. So I just want to make clear they're reading other parts of it, but they're not saying that the management plan has to be authorized by the Secretary of Interior. So ultimately, the decision-making is with the Secretary of Interior. So let's not confuse this here. And then I didn't go also further into what the effects, I think it did say such indirect control is the real danger in spite of specific language in the bill which states property rights will be protected. The true damage to homeowners may well come from private groups, non-governmental organizations, and preservation agencies which receive public funds for the Parks and Service to implement the policies of the heritage area. And this is published by the Property Rights American Policy Center. So this is based on information and research of 20 plus other heritage areas that are saying, wait a minute, you said it won't impinge on local control, but it does because the Secretary of Interior determines the management plan. And then this unaccountable group of people who discuss, get the money and determine what to do with it. So you're talking about an AHUPUA'A, the urban area has about 375,000 people that this is going to affect. And so I'm wondering with this handful list of people, how many actually reside in this area? And of course, I was like really bothered by what was shared with the representative, unfortunately, because she represents us, then why didn't she come? We have 5 organizations in Papakolea. She could have come to us. And then my great auntie Emma DeFries was a curator of Queen Emma Summer Palace when it was in shambles. And how dare people speak of it in a way because she did that for self-determination. She didn't occupy Koho'olawe because she wanted the federal government to come in and take control. This is exactly opposing what she did in her work of self-determination sovereignty. So it's even more of an insult to me. I'd also like to bring to your attention Article 12, Section 7, page 342 talks about traditional and customary rights. The state reaffirms and shall protect all rights, customary and traditional exercised by subsistence, culture, and religious purposes and possessed by AHUPUA'A tenants who are descendants of Native Hawaiians who inhabited the Hawaiian Islands prior to 1778, subject to the right of state to regulate such rights. I find that what they're proposing at the federal level is actually a violation of our protections. No one consulted with us before dropping this bomb. And to me, it's a bomb because we are living and breathing. If you want to preserve culture and tradition, Drop money into our immersion schools. Drop money into our Hawaiian charter schools. Drop money into Kamakuku Kalani. Drop money where it matters in preservation. I mean, is the expectation that we're all going to die, so they got to preserve this area? I mean, I feel like I'm in a fishbowl, so I'm just asking for your help in stopping this by supporting this bill, irregardless. And with all due respect, $1 million in over 10 years, 10 millions is pennies. Let's be honest, it's pennies, and it's not worth what's given up.
Thank you. I just quickly want to say that I disagree with Representative Green, and I would like to mahalo Sylvia Luke, because within the community, I see her at every single function we have. I'm at Lincoln, I work at Lincoln, she's at Lincoln. I'm the vice president of Hawaiian Community Association. She is there too, whether she's serving food, helping to clean up, or just talking with our kupuna and our children. Sylvia is there in our community, every single event. She is there in whatever capacity she is, as a mother bringing her children, or just to support the Hawaiian homesteaders. She is there, so that is why I believe she introduced this, because she knows the people. She has never tried to step into our shoes and say she knows how we feel, what we've been through. She knows us because she has really, truly, sincerely been there with us, the people, in support of us. And she, I think, is doing what is pono. This is the first time I've ever met Representative Ching, but from the brief 30 seconds that we just spoke back there in the chairs and what she said, I would have to say I didn't get to respond to her, because we did say we don't need, federal here in our homestead. She goes, yeah, but you need the money. Look what I did for Kwananakwa. Guess what? We don't need your money. We have a community economic development going on at Papakolea. We are actually exercising our rights already. I am teaching our Hawaiian children and encouraging them to know their aina, where they come from, to talk to their kupuna. They know their mo'olelo, their genealogy of the aina. And we don't do this so that we can go and have tourism and tell them who we are and what we're about. No, and we don't need our star. Kaulananapua, the children, they are the famous, they are the ones that we honor in the land. They are our day aloha. We don't need the star, and we don't need the money. Mahalo.